Hello everyone, this is the Catalyst podcast show brought to you by Kenya Youth for Christ, and I am your host Shiko Kanye. We are here to spark conversations, to help you make informed decisions, and to change your perspective about certain issues in your life, in our lives as well. And we are here to initiate or accelerate change in your life, in our lives, through conversations without us being changed. You remember the catalyst we tulisoma in chemistry? It's a substance used to accelerate change. And this is what we are as Youth for Christ. We want to be a catalyst in God's generation, one conversation at a time. Karibuni sana, and I hope you will enjoy, you will learn. And as you know, this month we've been talking about love, because it's February. And today is the last week. And with the last week, we want to have also moto conversations over here. And with me, we have a pastor.
My name is Macharia Charles. I'm born again. I attend Hillsong Church, Nairobi. I'm married to Angie Macharia. And between us, we have two kids, Alvin and Ariana. I'm also a businessman. We joke a bit and we say we are a family of drug dealers. My wife is a pharmacist by profession. And then we have a pharmaceutical business in retail. So we have a pharmacy. So surely we deal with drugs. So we do the physical healing and the spiritual healing.
That's amazing. Wow, all right. Karibu sana.
Asante.
We've been talking about love, relationships, courting, marriage, and today we want to do it a bit different. We want to know the relationships, but now in God's way. So could you tell us how do we develop a relationship in God's way?
Oh, very interesting. Actually, as I was listening to you, try to put it within the context of relationship God's way. Let me just say this. From my point of view, there's no relationship any other way.
Okay.
I mean, like, God is the author of relationships. You remember from the book of Genesis, when God created everything else, and then he formed man. And then along the way he said, it is not good for a man to be alone. So what does that mean? God was thinking of, I've created everything else, I've created man, and then he had asked man to name the animals. And so I think in that whole context, God and Adam, they could see, the animals hang out, they do their thing, they come in pairs, they get babies, and that's where God was like, wait a minute, something is missing in this wonderful creation. A relationship with another human being. Of course, God had a relationship with Adam, but he could see there's something missing in him, in his own kind. So, for me, relationship is from God. It's not God's way, but it's from God.
Okay.
It's us who have messed up along the way, and we've created other kind of relationships. But I believe that all relationships are authored by God, because he initiated that whole process of saying, it is not good. So we see that people are not islands. They don't go and live by themselves. They want to be together. So it's by design.
So how do we make this relationship? I'll just ask again, how do we make this relationship God's way? Because now we've been tumeweka relationships to kivyetu. Things are different. But how do we invite God into this relationship thing and make him, we are doing it God's way?
And I think even as the times we're living in, we need to define which relationships are we talking about here, because we know there are many sorts of relationships that are happening out there. So kindly define which relationship are we talking about. It's the month of love, and maybe the relationship you're talking about is different from the one I'm thinking about, or within the context. The one that we're thinking about in the continent of Africa is not the same one in America or in Asia, so we need to be clear. Which relationship are we talking about?
Let's start with dating.
Yeah.
This is a boy and a girl.
That's
dating.
where I was going. Please, you have to be clear. Because even when we say dating, it was still coming across like, who is dating who? You've had different kind of people. We won't go there because that's not where we're here. But it's a boy and a girl.
Really, yeah.
So it's a man and a woman, a female and a male. So it's that kind of relationship. And I think it's very important for us to be very clear, and especially the times we are living in, to be defining by putting within the context. Saying it's a boy and a girl. It's not some
Adam and Steve.
Yes, Adam and Steve, or even
Angela.
And Angela, yeah. So exactly. So yeah. So we can pick it up from there and just talk about how do we have those healthy relationships between a man and a woman, or a boy and a girl, that glorifies God. And I think that's what we are all about, and that's why we are here to talk about that. The question was, how do we then
have a relationship in God's way?
In God's way.
Through dating also,
Yeah, I think for me personally, I would pick it up from the source. The source says in the book of Genesis, it says God created man and woman. Man and woman in his image and in his likeness. So, and then he put them in an environment that he wanted them to represent him, man and woman. And remember, he says, you go forth and be fruitful and multiply. So he had it all worked out. So him being the one who initiated the relationships, then it means the author, like when you author a book, this the intention or the meaning or the spirit of the letter, whatever, all those ones you can put in there as to what it's supposed to accomplish. So I believe God had some ideas. And one, if he says a man and a woman in my likeness and in my image, one, he meant you represent me. I'm the one who created you. I'm the one who has put you together. I'm the one who has a plan for you guys. I'm the one who wants some things to happen within that space that I've put you in. So one, it's about me. So I think we ought to think of this relationship ought to glorify God. So building a godly relationship basically means building a relationship that glorifies God, your maker. That's the bottom line. Everything else now is built on, is my relationship with this person glorifying God? Are we living within the defined parameters of what God intended a boy and a girl to come together and do?
Wow. Let's talk about feminism.
It's actually just an aspect of saying, is a man more superior than a woman?